Speaking of the Arizona Coyotes, their captain, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, has been out there in the rumors lately. And so he has a no trade list and a no trade clause, rather, my bad. And the two teams he said he'd be okay to be traded to are the Boston Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks. So, what team you think is more likely to get OEL?
Honestly, I feel like Vancouver needs him more, but also Boston's losing Krug.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Assuming there's a big trade, what does Vancouver have to offer? We have to think about that.
Well, I wrote down a bunch of pieces that I can see Arizona being interested for both teams. So both Vancouver and Boston, they don't have their first round pick for this draft, like the draft coming up in like 5 days or whatever. They both have their 2021 first. So I figured those would be in play. Uh, Vancouver, they got a bunch of young pieces that I know Arizona would be interested in. They got Besser, which I figured would be a starter for the OEL trade. If not Besser, then Podkolzin, because those are two top six forwards that can
Then
make a
who?
Podkolzin.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
like ninth overall pick in the draft last
yeah.
year.
No,
Yep.
no, misread you.
Yeah, they got some players that Arizona would be interested in. They got Nils Hoglander.
I was thinking Hoglander too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm looking
Also,
at it
also
now.
they got DiPietro in the net too that Arizona might be interested in. They're gonna probably move either Kemper or Ranta, so they
Yeah,
could use a young guy they play in the system for them. I don't
yeah,
know.
maybe. I mean,
But Boston, I don't really. There's not like as many good pieces for Arizona to acquire. Looking at Boston, the number one piece that I think they go for is Jake DeBrusk.
yeah,
He's been out
young
there. I
young
feel like,
winger.
yep, he'd be a good fit in Arizona.
Plus, he's an RFA. Boston could
hmm
look to move him, maybe.
They've been trying to move him. I don't know what he's gonna want on that contract.
I don't really.
I could see five and a half over like a 5 year deal for DeBrusk. Doesn't sound, but maybe six.
Yeah, because
Uh,
like, yeah, you're right. Boston really
mhm.
have that much to
There's
offer.
they can go Carlo maybe, but like Arizona's gonna want a roster player. So
So that's where DeBrusque would come in.
DeBrusque would be the guy, or Carlo maybe. Maybe it's Carlo and Beecher, their first round pick last year. Because I was looking through Boston, they have nothing that they can like give up for him. And I
They
think
don't.
I,
Yeah.
th- if I'm looking at both, if I'm the general manager of the Canucks and the Bruins, just saying like I'm individually, if I'm Vancouver, I don't think I go after OEL. I feel like we got to resign Hughes, we got to sign Pedersen. There's just too many
Yeah.
question marks.
Yeah. Why load on
Way too
cap
many, and
now?
we already have Hughes, a number one defenseman. There's really, if I'm looking at it from Vancouver's, and there's really no reason to make this trade. But Boston, I feel like OEL would really help Boston. Like OEL's making a lot of money, but they're losing Krug. They're gonna need a new number one defenseman.
They are losing Krug.
They got
Yeah,
Chara
because
still.
who's gonna?
Chara's you can't rely on him to be number one though.
He's not. He's not
43.
number
What?
one.
Yeah, exactly.
McAvoy they have.
McAvoy's not bad. I think he can be a number one, but he's not there yet. So,
He's
and
only
knowing
22.
Boston,
So.
yeah, Boston's gonna want to make a run at the Cup next year because they got Berger. Whenever if you're gonna have Bergeron, Marchand, and Pasternak, you're going for the Cup. So,
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
so they gotta either if they look for like option free agency for defenseman or if they go after OEL. I feel like OEL would be a good fit with Boston though. I feel like you try to make it work. If I'm Don Sweeney, I try to make that work.
Yeah, I could see that. Like DeBrusque and some other asset for OEL. Yeah, I could
Like
see that.
DeBrusk a first and like Vakinen maybe. Because it's probably going to be three pieces, I think. A draft pick, a roster player, and a prospect. I don't know. Do you think it's OEL, like just OEL going over, or do you think Arizona throws in something else?
Um,
What if they
I mean,
pack? Hold up. What if did this? I might be reaching here completely, but what if we look at Vancouver? If Vancouver loses Markstrom, they could, in theory, look at getting another goalie. What if Arizona packages OEL and Darcy Kemper in a trade together to Vancouver? I don't think it makes much sense, but
that's not
like,
that's not that much of a reach because they could be. They might want to do like a 1-2 combo
mhm.
maybe.
Uh,
But
it's definitely pushing it though,
yeah, a
because
little
that's gonna
bit.
be a haul. Like you're paying I'd say maybe at least one first, a roster player and like two prospects, maybe three, or that's maybe two firsts. Like that's a big trade.
If you want Oliver Ekman-Larsson, you better fucking call for
It's gonna be three pieces for OEL. First roster player and a prospect.
Yeah.
That's what it has to be. If it's not even that, I'm hanging up the phone. If I'm Arizona's GM, I don't even know his name and forget.
I think he'll go to Boston's more likely.
I also heard Edmonton was looking at him with Clefbaum going down, of how like his futures for on next season's unsure with his shoulder injury that he got. Like he might not even play next season.
Who,
Like
Clefbaum?
yeah, he might not even play at all next season.
Then why would Arizona? Oh, I got you mean. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm saying they might go after like they've been in talks, but we don't know if wants to go there. If OEL doesn't want to go to Edmonton, that's the end of
Then
it.
he's not going to Edmonton.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The end of that.
I wanted to
So-
see him succeed after being fucking
In Arizona for so many
for
years.
so long. He was always such a like good defenseman and like
He's an underrated defenseman. He's good for like I'd say 40 points a year. He plays good defensively.
yeah, and
he's
his
just
career
solid.
just kind of burned there.
He's a good
So
leader.
now-
Yeah, he's just
yeah. I want to see him succeed somewhere else.
yep. I agree. Great defender. He can make a really good impact on a team like Boston. He can even be up with a Norris conversation. Plays on
That's
Boston.
not out of the question. No, that's definitely not out of the question.
Because he like in Arizona, he's got nothing to work with. If you're playing on the power play with Bergeron, Marchand, Pasternak, and whoever else, Krejci, that's pretty good. I mean, he wasn't getting that opportunity with Arizona. You take that
Absolutely
for a fact.
not. No, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, nothing there, and they're about to be back to square one.
Yeah, exactly. They're blowing the team up again. So I don't know. We'll see what happens at Arizona. They got to shed salary, so they'll be making a lot of moves.